The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the visiting team and the home team. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. But the time for words is over. Now, your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Ready.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, here's Ward. And first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now a give. It's Chandler headed left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st and 10. Let's go now.
1st and 10 here. Ward. He's got it near the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Visitors, nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
This guy looks so good over the course of the regular season. They're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It's delivered in the passing game again and again and again. But we know this is a whole new season when we're talking playoffs.
And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Picked up at the 38. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Ward off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Let's go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. All right, they're out in sets. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Out of the gun, Young. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Matt Araiza on to punt. Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. This offense ready to get going again now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Here we go.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now pitch play to Henderson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs from 37.
Ready. Steady.
Now the shotgun gives to Chandler. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ward in the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Play action now, Young. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Young on the play action. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Smith, ready.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Come on, set. 52, pull.
Getting the tight end in motion. On second down, Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series.
Here we go.
Quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Yellow, 43, ready.
On third down, it's Young. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yellow, line.
Here's Robinson. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively. Whittington
now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll try it left with Chandler. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Demario Davis. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10, around to Robinson. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the defense has got it.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go! Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Wonder Williams out left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go now.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
This is Henderson on second down. And that is a touchdown. These guys capitalize on the fumble with 6. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Visitors 7. Harrison Butker set
Butker on now to kick this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Check
Off the play fake. It's Young. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 from the 43. Young to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Young on first and 10. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. It's second and goal.
Leads to second and
Here we go.
at the 6-yard line.
Set, go.
They're going play action. Young. Getting out to his left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Third and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Young on third and goal. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. So I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go now.
First down thrown here for Ward. Gets him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Ready.
He'll throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Got it. Ready.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready.
Back to throw it. It's caught left side by Hill. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
All right, Kate.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
With
off.
this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
6-yard line.
Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
Come on. Set. Yellow.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
30.
Drawing up the design keeper. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Quick. Yellow.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Set, hut. Ready, ready. Ready.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Taken away by the rookie from USC. Will take possession in enemy territories. That return gets him across midfield. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with Chandler. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that means first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Henderson on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now looking to throw with Ward. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 45.
Young working from the gun.
The 2nd down pass. Chris Jones on the stop. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Now this offense ready to head back out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the pistol, Henderson is able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He's still going at the 30. And his play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They gain 11 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
At the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
I'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
Sticking with Henderson. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
Throw here, 3rd down. And He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
It's a gain of 11.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Number 10, Tyreek Hill. First
Let's go.
and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 70. Let go.
From the gun, it's Ward. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes their offense out again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It'll be their football, their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail.
Yellow.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
Check.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now outruns their offense to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Chandler again. Well, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taking it by Hill, right side. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll take over.
The offense getting set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Young to throw here on third. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives him the first.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Young again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. 45. Ready.
To the air yet again. Young. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
To the sideline and incomplete. Coverage by Max Milton.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Young. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Ready.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
6.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Got his target. It's Hill. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Henderson here from the gun. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Okay, ready.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Check go.
Drawn up for him. And he hits a wall. Stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys down by a very unlucky 13. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Here's Robinson. Start the drive. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Young throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down.
Young looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Yeah, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just force it an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Looking to throw it. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
On the ball.
Working quickly here. Now it's Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ready, go!
Running is Chandler. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 34-yard line.
They'll run now with Chandler. He will have the 1st down there. And they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for him.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, wow, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now in real time in front of our eyes.